The Art of Seduction.
Hello, my little cherubs. Wolfgang is out, so I'll be filling in for him.
The Wolfman is gone, so they sent in the Red Woman.
I'm far from a priestess, Izzy. I'm just a scientist. One believes in monsters, the other creates them.
Why are you even here?
Don't you have Intro to Psych?
So far, I learned I was born attracted to my mother and that the moon is going to make me end up in a psych ward, so I needed a break.
I think your understanding is off.
More like completely lost.
Do they always carry on like this?
Yep. Welcome to the class.
All right, class. Seduction is the topic for today.
Looks like I chose the right day to skip.
Don't let all that blood go from one head to the other just yet, Izzy. Seduction is much more than sexual advances. Seduction, simply put, is leading astray, either by charming, which is seen as a positive outlook of seduction, or enticing a person to do something, which is seen as a negative form of seduction.
Can seduction be non-sexual?
Well, the goal of seduction is arousal, which does not always lead to sexual behavior. When you see something you like, your body reacts. Hairs stand up, pupils dilate, and your heart rate may increase. These signals are sending messages to your brain that you like whatever you're looking at.
Look at it this way, Lon. You're waiting in line to get a burger. After minutes of waiting, you finally get it, and the aroma makes your mouth salivate. Now, are you going to make out with that burger?
Yeah,
No, I'm going to eat it.
Is eating sexual?
Well,
Let me rephrase the question. Is eating the burger sexual?
No?
Well, there you go. But while we're on the subject, let's get a better understanding of sexual seduction. Boris, what makes seduction sexual? Well, I was hoping for more detail, but you're not wrong. Pretty in Pink, you're up.
Consensual sexual acts done to pleasure or entice someone because of arousal can be seen as sexual seduction.
So what are some more tactics of seduction?
I got one. Hey, Space Cowboy, mind giving me a ride?
I can see why you make my brother uncomfortable. I love it. Yes, dressing a certain way can seduce people.
Chelsea always seems to keep the attention of her audience whenever she speaks.
In order to seduce an audience, you must be charismatic, appeal to their needs and their desires, make them feel heard and understood.
When you say it like that, it doesn't sound very caring.
If I didn't care, I'd let this place drown by its own ambition. I am simply the voice of reason.
Yeah, so seduction is about enticing and comes in many forms, like looking a certain way or speaking a certain way, but is there play-by-play of seduction in the dating world?
Isn't it bad to use seduction in the dating world?
The way I see it, seduction is just part of courting in today's society, and there are no set directions to take. But to answer your question, Lon, no, seduction is not bad to use in the dating world, but it is frowned upon to use someone simply for sexual gains on either side.
In a positive dating scenario, seduction would be used to win the person over into a courtship, where you would take your time getting to know that person and they get to know you. First, before we go more in depth, there is a time and place for everything, and your advances might not always work. But let's say you meet someone you find attractive at a bar, or while you're out jogging, or maybe even in class. Seduction can start at the first moment of contact. Eyes meeting, an exchange of words, maybe they touched you when laughing at a joke. After contact has been made and some ground has been set, Approach them with the mindset of asking them out to a place you like or think is interesting. And if he or she says yes, let the courtship begin.
The approach part is easier said than done.
You got that right.
When it comes to seduction, you need planning, focus, and time. When you're with a person, be present in the moment. And when you're away, keep your presence alive.
Keeping your presence alive when away is much easier than before. You can now send pictures in an instant, text, or call. And don't just call to call. Have a reason for calling, like an invite out, or if you are planning on binging a series, ask them to join. Just don't overdo it. You may be pushing them away instead of pulling them in closer.
So, in summary, seduction can be seen as good and bad. There are many ways to seduce, and seduction is much more than sexual advances.
Now that I have a better understanding of seduction, I can now recognize when someone is seducing me. I feel like I've gained a new power.
I'm so happy you stopped by, Izzy. Please visit again when you don't have class. I wouldn't want you to fail.
Okay, anything for you, Zell.
Unbelievable.
Don't worry, Lon. You're still my number one.
Zell,
likes me more.
you are too
No,
much.
me.
I learned from the
No,
best.
me!